Hello, and welcome back to Baba Is You with Brian. Last time we had a bit of success starting out the forest. We took a peek at concrete goals, and I looked at it a little bit off camera. The fact that flag is stop, and flag is win, and Baba Is You all seem unchangeable, makes this pretty unclear to me exactly what I'm going to do. But I think to start things off, I am just going to walk the belt. I'm going to turn off wall is stop so I can walk around like that. And I also want to check out what happens with flag is push, because I just don't remember right now. If something is push and stop, can I push it? Or is the fact that it's stop prevent it from being moved? Okay, I can push it. So that means I could push it, onto a belt and do all kinds of different things. But in order to occupy the same square as the flag, in order to win, I think I'm going to need to do something clever involving shifting items. I think. So let's go ahead and make belt be push. I'm pushing the wall because I'm pushing the belt underneath the wall, and then the belt activates, and I end up with the wall moving as well. Alright, I don't really want that. Okay, so I tried to push the belt to the right, and I cannot push it on top of the flag because the flag is stop. So then the next question becomes, can I push the flag onto the belt when the belt is not stop, and it's just kind of a relatively inactive thing? Although it is shift, and so maybe it'll push the flag back onto me? Yes. So I push the flag to the left onto the belt, and despite the fact that the flag was stop, the belt was able to shift the stopped item on top of me. And so that is a property that a belt has with shifting that I don't have with pushing stuff around. And so that could be useful to know in the future. All right, moving on then to puzzle number 8, Victory in the Open. Victory in the Open. Kiki is move. Baba is you. Kiki is right. Okay. We have up. We have Kiki. Flower is defeat. I see, so I can't cross that is the problem. And win. Okay, so we can reorient Kiki. And the first thing we need to do to reorient Kiki is probably get the up out so that I could use it, I think, or something. This is interesting also, since Kiki is right. Kiki takes a step back to the left, as you normally do when a moving thing hits a stop object and turns around, but then Kiki is right reorients Kiki so that its next move goes back to the right. And so it goes right, bounces off to the wall to the left, and then reorients back to the right. Okay. So, obviously we need to get the word win back over onto our side and steer Kiki around to do it. I mean, I say obviously, like, that's the thing that I think we need to do. But how am I ever going to be able to say Kiki is up and Kiki is not up? While saying, yeah, I guess I can just move Kiki up and down. Like, I can just, if I shove an is over into the flowers, like, I can move this Kiki up and down to make Kiki up and Kiki not up. So I guess let's try that. So I think what I would need to do is grab this is, but then will I ever be able to say Kiki is right again? That's going to be the problem. Yeah, because I could push right all the way to the right. I think I can do this. I think I can do this. This feels right to me right now, so we'll see if it is. Yeah, oh, except for now I only have the one is. It's either is right or is up, and I can't move which of those is going to be. Okay, so change my mind. Suppose I put an is on the flowers. I could say Kiki is right over here. No, I can't get this Kiki out. I can only move this Kiki up and down because I can't step on the flowers to move it from a different direction. I could say Kiki is right below it, though. Only using this is right. Okay, I'm saying lots of words, and it's not helping. Let's try to plan a route with Kiki. At some point after Kiki goes in the right-hand section and gets below win, but not directly below win, I need to say Kiki is up so that Kiki can become above win. Then I need to switch Kiki back to the right so that Kiki can get directly above win. Then I need to switch Kiki back to up so Kiki can start moving up, bounce off the top wall, push down on win, and then I need to switch Kiki between right and up a number of times. And so the puzzle has become, how do I switch between Kiki is right and Kiki is up? Oh, and I think I just saw it because Kiki doesn't need to be staying moved the entire time. So it's okay, I think, to do this. So let's say Kiki is up. Great. And then I don't need that anymore at the moment. So then I'm going to say Kiki is right at the right moment, which now works just fine. So now Kiki's facing to the right. That's great. Then I want Kiki to move one square. So that'll work. Then I want Kiki to be facing up. So there we go. Then I want Kiki to move a bit. Boop, 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 boop. Oops, except for I want Kiki to not being up during all this movement. So after getting Kiki facing up, let's turn that rule off. So Kiki has moved. Yeah, let's go one more square. Let's not push it all the way down there. There we go. Now I want Kiki to move to the right. So let's make that happen. And one square is plenty. And I'm going to do two anyway. Then I want to face Kiki upwards. And get Kiki all the way down. Oops. Keep forgetting that I have to immediately turn up off. And then when Kiki is there, now I want Kiki facing right again. And now I can have Kiki move and push win over here. And now I want Kiki to be win. Yeah, sure. This is okay if I push things over at this point. Okay, that was fun. Remote control, basically. I enjoyed that. It was not too difficult to solve. Let's try puzzle number 9, moving 4. Flag is push, lots of bugs. Bug is defeat. There's an extra is. Belt is shift, Kiki is you, hedge is stop, bug is defeat. So the hedge is stop. And I realized if I could get a belt under a stopped item, its shifting ability can still work, right? Okay, so... But I won't be able to push a belt, it doesn't look like on this one. And there's a win over here. I've trapped myself. Alright, let's restart. There's a win over there. And there's a Baba is. And there's a Baba. So... what am I trying to do? Flag is push. I feel like I don't have a lot to work with here at the start. Bug is defeat. bugs, not push, so I can't push the bugs on the conveyors to get them out of the way. Oh, haha, but I can do something like this. Do I want to use is or another flag? I think another flag is, well, this is probably not the right answer yet, but if I push a flag down there, that means I gain the capability of walking across this win. And... what if I use the word is to push the flag down there, so I still have another flag, and I'll still be able to use that word is to possibly form a subject as predicate later on. But then it looks like I need 2 more objects. To get different places. Well, before I forget, let's go ahead and push win over. And then I could use flag as push somewhere, and I could push the flag somewhere. Right. 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 I have some ideas. What if I were to do this? To get a flag over there so that I could walk part of the way down on the right-hand side. And then I don't need flags to be pushable anymore. So I think I could just do this. And now I can walk over there. Oh, I walked into the flag because the flag is no longer push. I see it. Poop. So I need the flag to keep being push. Otherwise, I won't be able to walk past the flag. Or, alternatively, I could have just had words left over there. Yeah, the first is should have been a flag, I think. Let's try kind of reversing this. So what if I use a flag to shove the word is down here? Oh, but my flag is now lost too. Is that true? Can I get the flag out with another flag? Can I get this flag out? I don't think I see a way to get this flag out. Also, that flag doesn't need to be pushed later because I don't need to walk here again later. Okay, so there's an ordering issue. So... and then do I want to use is? Yeah, I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to see it. I think what I want to do is... yeah, I think if I sacrifice both flags here, then I can push win to the right. Then I can sacrifice is here, which will always block me. Oh, but then I won't be able to sacrifice flag as push. But that's okay, because I only need flag is. Yeah, this will work. So if I do that, and then this, I don't care about the state of flags anymore, because I just need to be able to walk past the is, which is always going to be pushable, and then I get access to win, and I can say Baba is win, and that is good, because I want to win, and Baba is right here, and therefore Baba and Kiki finally get together. Hooray! Area clear! 9 of 9. Let's continue clearing more of the area that is clear. But we have opened up another area. Is that a volcano? I can't tell what that is. Or a giant pit on the map? We'll find out in a future episode. Supermarket! It's not just any market. It's a supermarket. Okay. Belt is right, belt is shift. Let's wait for a little bit. All right. Interesting. You can back up from before the beginning, like I'm reversing. And even when I back up, the arrows seem to go in the same direction. Well, I guess every 2 frames looks the same, so you can't really tell which way the arrow is moving. And it just looks, it gives the illusion of movement. How crazy. Anyway, distractions. Baba is you. Rock is push. Wall is wall and stop. Belt is blank. Flag, win. I see. Belt is shift. Belt is right. I could make all the belts rightward facing. But can I make all the belts upward facing so that I can push a rock up there so it'll say belt is wall and flag is win? So the question is how to get the word up out, I guess? I don't see it right now. Yeah, I just realized it's a visual illusion. Like, if I'm holding down the wait button, I can picture the arrows going right, and my mind sees them going right, but I can also picture the arrows moving to the left, and I see them going to the left. I'm talking about the arrows that are just to the right of me over here, because it's just a little 2-frame animation, and your brain can, like, see it going either way. And you're just more naturally inclined to have it going in the direction of the arrow. Okay. How am I going to... I just need to get the word belt is pushed over here. I'm not sure how I'm going to do any of the rest, but this seems like a nice start. Belt is up. Okay. Now I could walk over there and get things out, which I probably want to do. So while that is a possibility, let's get all of these words back out before I go do the next thing, which is going to be to push the rock up, I presume. Oh! Belt is wall, right. Okay, so don't push the rock up until you're ready to win. So... I need to race the rock over yonder. Or... something, something, something. How is Baba gonna get to the flag quickly? And get the rock up there. Alright, well, just kind of thinking aloud. I could do belt is right. And then walk to the flag. I'm not going to be able to get all the belt out right now. Oh, no, I can't even walk to the flag right now. Ooh. So the belt has to be up for me to be able to walk to the flag. But once I start doing that, I'm going to be on an irrevocable path. Is there a way to have the rock take a longer time? He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves before everything changes. And if the belt moved to the right while the rock was on it... Well, I didn't even do that fast enough. How can I make that happen faster? I may have already screwed things up a bit here. Let's see. If belt was right... Yeah, then the rock's going to be stuck on the right-hand side, and so it's not going to go somewhere useful. So... I have an idea. What if I don't push the rock up there? What if instead I push the text belt is up there? Then we will have wall is belt as well as belt is wall. And I'm still not sure about the precedence and how that's going to work. And also, how do I get the word belt out here? I think I might need to back up a bit to when I was originally pushing belt out here. Might have been easier to start from the start. Here we go. So what I want to try to do is this. So if I push this up, let's just watch what happens. Wall is belt. Oh, but wall is wall. So that'll never work. I think I see it. I see a way that I can get ahead of the rock. And so what I need to do is... First off, I need the belt to be right. And then eventually I'm going to need the belt to be up, but not yet. So now the belt can just is. And it's okay to push belt is over here. And I don't need to use the word right anymore. So I'm going to stick a right up here. And then I'm going to stick the rock there. And now at some point in the future, I can say belt is up. And at that moment, the rock will start moving up, and hopefully I'll have a head start. And so, if I do this, how long can I wait with belt is up? Pretty far, because I've got this, and so I can carry up into here, and then be right next to where I need to be. Yeah, baby, yeah! Alright, belt just turned up. Zoom, zoom, zoom! I won the race! Flag is win! Baba is congratulations! Oh, this game is so great. Because you feel so good when you come up with solutions like that. Like that one seems like I can't imagine another solution to that puzzle off the top of my head. And my gut kind of tells me there isn't another solution. So I'll be really curious to know if there is another solution to that one. I lost track of where we are with time. But let's take at least a decent look at this puzzle. Alright, a lot of things are happening over in the right. Hedges stop is surrounded by hedges, so it's unlikely that we're ever going to be able to move through hedges. So, fungus is love and hot. Belt and bug is melt. Bug is bug, belt is belt. Text is float. Love is currently defeat, but fungus could become defeat and love could become win. What was fungus right now? Fungus and love is hot. So if I were here, currently love is defeat. After I press this over to the right, that would be pretty great. But if I do that immediately right, then I would get defeated by the fungus. Okay, bug is push. Belt is shift. Baba is you. Are all kind of accessible words to push around. And we have a conveyor belt, which we could also push around. We don't have any kind of left-right craziness going on. And it isn't clear, the bug is push, but it isn't clear how I can push the bug anywhere useful, despite the fact that he's melt and could be used to melt a... that doesn't seem very useful, right? Melt means he'll just melt on something hot. Fungus or love? So I'm unclear what role the bug is going to play, if any, in this one. Belt to shift. So it's doing its little shifty thing. Belt could be push. I could push the belt around. But it isn't clear to me how that's going to help me. I could say bug is Baba. That's a way that I could actually use the bug, because I don't see any other way to use the bug right now. But if I said bug is Baba, I could get those words back, and I could have an extra Baba. And having the extra Baba has the obvious bonus that one of the Babas could walk up in here, and then the other could go press the fungus love thing. So let's totally do that. Alright. That's a bad way to press. Get stuck in a corner. Okay, bug is bug. Oh no! Bug is bug! I thought I was being so clever, but I was incorrect. Well, bummer. Okay, so that's not going to work. Can I say belt is Baba? No, belt is belt. So I also can't do the same clever trick with the belt. Are there any other object words that I can push to say is Baba? I don't think so. Fungus and love seem to be irretrievable. Is that true? Is there a way that I can reverse the belt after pushing it on top of some of these words? I don't think so. So I don't know that I can get these words out. Okay, I haven't come up with the solution to the puzzle, but I have come up with a new experiment that I need to run, which is, if belt is push, text is float, and I haven't seen how floating interacts with shifting yet. And so the question becomes, right, I need belt to be not push for a moment. Okay, so the word bug is on there, and if I change it to shift, sure enough, bug is not getting moved, and that's because text is float. And so the text bug is floating above the conveyor belt, and therefore there is no traction for the conveyor belt to actually push the floating text. All right, that is useful to know, presumably, at some point in the future. Oh, that was a neat one. I moved down, I managed to push the floating text, but then the conveyor belt pushed me back to the north. All right, that's cool. Doesn't help me solve the puzzle yet, but it's important to learn all of these interactions because they may be at play in future puzzles. Okay, another idea springs to mind, which is it possible to use a conveyor belt to avoid a defeat? Unfortunately, I just realized the conveyor belt's going to be pointing the wrong way to actually test this out. Because as I push the conveyor belt around, it's going to change directions. The thing I wanted to know was basically if I had the conveyor belt... also, conveyor belt is melt, I forgot. Sitting on top of the fungus, if the conveyor belt was sitting under the fungus, and it was pointing upwards, and Baba tried to move to the right on the fungus, while the fungus was defeat, would Baba have been defeated by the fungus, or would Baba move to the right, the conveyor belt would shift him up before the defeat kicks in? And I think probably the conveyor belt would shift him up before the defeat kicks in, because I think we'd seen kind of those priorities or precedences before, in terms of which acts first, shift or defeat, but I'm not entirely sure about that. In any case, that is also not a workable thing for two reasons. One, the conveyor belt melts, and two, I can't get it facing up anyways. I could say Baba is shift and push around trees and things. Is that useful? Let's just do that for a moment, since it's a possibility that isn't kind of immediately obvious. And I could push trees into words, right? No. That's interesting. Why does that happen? I shift the tree, but the tree is not push. So why did the word belt move down? Tree's not anything, right? Why did I not just push the tree into the word belt? Interesting. That one surprises me. It might be that I'm misreading some of the rules here, or it might be that I have some fundamental misunderstanding. maybe inanimate objects, when moved by conveyors, do the act of pushing. In which case, rather than the act of existing underneath other things, can I use that to my advantage somehow by, they do the act of pushing on other pushable objects. However, they will still coexist with non-active objects, non-stop, non-push objects. So these two trees stack together because of that. I don't think there's ever going to be a way to separate those trees. That doesn't really matter. Okay. Alright, well, I'm continuing to learn about the... there's so much complexity in this game. There are many subjects and predicates and a few other words, and a lot of their mutual interactions are non-obvious, and so the multiplicative complexity of subjects crossed with predicates is large. Yeah, and basically the various predicates basically give states to different objects, and so objects have a exponential, or no, whatever I'm trying to say, like multiplying powers, maybe exponential, combination of states that they can have, and the different state combinations can have different, because this is a non-push item, whereas text is a push item. See, like there, I can get them on top of each other. Whoa, 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 whoa. So once again, I talked in a previous episode about debugging and just like playing around with stuff. So let's try to analyze what happened here, because this is super interesting. Baba moves to the right. Baba is shift. Therefore, he moves first and puts a conveyor belt under these items. However, he also pushes things. The text is pushable, the tree is not. So, Baba pushes the text belt to the right. Then, after that happens, Baba becomes a conveyor belt underneath the tree, pushing the tree to the right, and due to what we just discovered, objects moved by a conveyor belt also do the act of pushing, which pushes the text belt again to the right, and the text belt moves two to the right, all at once. And so, I don't know that I need to use that in this puzzle, but this is a super neat interaction that allows you to push an object 2 moves with 1 move, basically. Wow. That is super cool. Can I use that in here somewhere? I might be able to. I don't know how, but let's imagine. Imagination. Alright, I still don't know how to solve this puzzle, but I at least have one kind of loose end to tear at, which is bug is push, and there's a bug. Why? I don't see a way to ever get the bug out. And the bug is just like melt anyway, and so he can't be pushed into a useful spot. And bug is bug, so we can't do the bug is Baba kind of thing, which seemed like the obvious way to use the bug. And if bug was shift, then I could push... like, I could just make the belt push in order to get the belt out. But let's go ahead and set up bug as shift, just for the heck of it. This thing exists, and typically in such puzzle design, it exists for a reason, for an intended solution, even if there are other unintended solutions. And so, what does this ability give me? if I had something that was move, like I could have it, like I could end up setting up, you know, like 4 conveyor belts and have it like moving around in a circle. Is kind of cool. But other than being able to push something up and then have it face left, like the conveyor belts, like what purpose could that serve? Also, I'm curious. I do this. Right. That happens, okay. Yeah. I think the solution to this puzzle will involve figuring out why bug. Why does this bug exist? But I don't see it right now, so I'll have to think about it for later. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Baba Is You. But for now, bye-bye.